Good morning, everybody. We are back on the septic job that we did a few days ago, that we got the field all fluffed and everything. We got the pump chamber installed. Today we are here to install the actual field, and we're starting to play around with GPS for the first time on a job. So this is our new toy. For those of you who followed us for a while, you know we've had the skid forever. That's kind of our core business piece of equipment. But the new thing is this fancy old Level Best blade. Thank you to the guys at Level Best. They hooked us up with that blade. And then big thank you to the guys at Unicontrol who hooked us up with the GPS solution for this guy. We are doing some experimentation with these guys, really putting their system through the test. They opted to throw it on a Level Best blade. Really cool stuff.
Well, just got done hauling 150 tons of sand with the old tandem axle. You can see Brian's got the GPS up and running. We're gonna go back there, see how he's been making out. Boy's got a bunch of material. Got the old little gas power excavator. It's been a work pony today. Keeping it simple, keeping it small, sometimes the easiest route to go, especially in some of these extremely tight lots. We got this pressurized system going in here up in Michigan. Brian's been down into GPS, learning how to play with the skid and the grader attachments. Actually pretty slick. We've used GPS before. The autos are nice. It's just that learning curve again when you get set up and you're trying to get away from the old trusty handy dandy laser and grade pull. Slick as could be, it's still just putting the confidence and the faith into the GPS is really where I lack. Even though you know it's pretty accurate, pretty right. I'm out here always double checking it with the laser, yelling at Brian saying, hey, that's wrong, something's wrong. And lo and behold, he didn't have something turned on, or he was roughing it in without even informing me what was going on, which is fine. Brian's really good at technology and heck of an operator, but GPS on there, we're gonna let it be a game changer. Ethan and Matt got the pressurized sewer all hooked up, riser in. Looks like they're buttoning up the filter, 4-inch or 6-inch. You got a 6-inch filter in there? 6-inch. Had to bust the old septic tank out, so they're putting on some rapid cement. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Way better for service too. So they actually go a lot longer in between intervals between pumping. The 4 inches, I've seen them clog within first 9 months to a year. The capacity, those 6 inches will do about 2 to 4 years, depending on proper maintenance and what people are flushing down the old toilet. So Brian and I are actually getting ready to head up to a dealership and go look at a service truck. We've been needing a utility truck for a while, and I've looked at a lot of them, and I think I want to probably get another Ford. Really like the Ford trucks, and I think I'm just going to build a fleet of them. So boys are getting ready to head over to the bottle facility, wrap up the rest of the restoration, get that ready. We got some stairs getting set tomorrow. Brian and Matt will be doing a water line for the city. I don't know what I'll be doing. Putting my feet up, hanging out, hauling sand, riding my bike. I don't really know. I'll be out of sight of Brian. I know that. I don't want him to catch on with my old habit. So we'll check in a little bit.
Well, good morning, guys. We are back on a new job this morning with our friends over at Pete Black Plumbing. And this morning's project is going to be a spicy one. We are replacing a water line. Fortunately for us, they're going to pull it. So we have to dig a hole at each end so that they can put their puller in. So fortunately, we don't have to open cut, because this is what we're dealing with. The stop box is right in front of that tree, and it is actively leaking. So it is right about here. And then it runs under the sidewalk through all of this beautiful landscaping back behind the fence. Let's walk back here. See how tight this is? Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. And where we think it's going is right under the air conditioner. Joyous day. We're not sure yet. We're waiting for the homeowner to get here to open up the house so we can go in the basement and see if we can figure out where it goes in. But there's a good possibility, a strong possibility, that we're gonna have to get rowdy with that. So we'll see what happens. Now, I would like the record to show, Rick has claimed over and over again to be the superior operator between the two of us. But if you guys recall from a couple days ago, there was that grinder pump that we pulled. We had to go drive down about 45 minutes to an hour away to go get the replacement grinder pump. Now you would think, as the electrical guy in our crew, he would have me go do that so that I could go install that pump. But here we have this job where it's not going to be enjoyable. You're going to need a pretty high quality operator on the job. And who does Rick send on the job? Yeah, me, not him. No. I'll go get the grinder pump, guys. I'll go get the grinder pump so you can knock that out. We know what's really going on. So here's the plan. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go take down this tree, which the guys are already working on, and then we're gonna use that there hydro excavator, and we're gonna vac down because we also, to add more complication to this already lovely job, there is an AT&T box right behind this tree branch back over here. It's sitting right there. I know for a fact there's AT&T lines through here. AT&T hasn't come out and marked it. They have until 3 o'clock this afternoon to mark. So we're gonna use the hydro excavator since we're digging in the blind, and we're gonna locate the AT&T lines, and we're also gonna locate where the bottom of these tree roots are, and that way we can pull that tree out of there without damaging AT&T or the stop box. And then once we kind of open that up, we can start our excavation for our pit for them to put the puller in, probably pop some sidewalk, and then we're gonna pop some fence sections right in here so that I can track straight through and make my curve to go around the back, and then we'll pop a big hole up against the house for the other side of the puller. So that's the plan and the strategy. We'll see how well we're able to execute as the day goes on. So it looks like we caught this tree when it was getting ready to breathe. Look at that. My goodness. All right, I thought I'd give you guys an update. Here's where we're at. We've taken the tree out, and now they're excavating down to the stop box there, which you can see right there is just the tip. Somewhere in here we have an AT&T line that we still have to get down to. This is where we're at. There's your gas line. That is a nice 6-inch gas main down there. So keeping things spicy. You want me to set it down? Yeah, just set it. Watch your toes. For it, or do you need the hammer first?
Ready? What are you doing? That's backwards. Here's the way I had it. Yes.
Well, here we are. It's been a cluster cluck of a day. We made it out to National Scaffolding to pick up some weather guard boxes for the pump truck. We got 2 4-footers, 2 foot deep, 2 foot tall, so we can make an 8-foot section on the one side of the pump truck for more storage and start using our pump truck as a service truck at the same time carrying a bunch of material at the same time, just utilizing the space. Here we are at this complex, just kind of hibernating. Matt's grabbing lunch right now for us, and we're just going to kind of camp out. We were sold a bill of goods. We had a grinder pump in stock. We called all over the place yesterday. Brian did, I should say. We were told we had it, and then we had a retrofit cap conversion kit that would fit, so we could get this homeowner up and running on that tank, on that deep crock that we pulled that grinder pump out of. That job is just, nothing is just going smooth. We were told that they had the material in stock, just drive on down and pick it up. We drive on down to find out that the conversion kit is not in stock. They don't think, so they're going to call me back here in a minute. It's appointment only when we were told we could just drive on down and pick it up. So here we are. It's a heck of a day. Brian and Ethan, I just got a phone with them. They're just fighting one thing after another. It just sounds like they're sitting around now waiting on an HVAC guy going. So today is just not a very productive day at all. That's part of the industry that we run into, is construction of the unknowns. But yeah, so making headway, hoping to get this grinder pump here within the next 45 minutes to an hour. Run back and go install it tonight. If not, we're gonna have to see what the lead time is, propose that to the homeowner, and then if not, jump up to like a 2 horsepower grinder pump. These things are like 100 pounds, man. And rewire the panel, put a new control panel up, possibly get back into probably get back into updating the breakers, bigger breakers to run this kind of thing, because it draws so much amperage on a startup. We got a lot of heavy lifting going on, so we even got the dolly in the truck to save our back. So we'll see what happens.
Well, I figured I'd give you guys a quick update. So we got a hole punched by the house. We're still looking for the water line. We think it's kind of this way and tucked back because it enters or exits the house right about here. So we have the Super Sucker 5000 out. There's our wand man coming in for the kill. This is our Super Sucker 5000 super official pipe that goes up into the actual pipe. Neato. And then down here is our big hole we excavated this morning. So there's our puller down there. Essentially the way this works, this is your power pack here, hooks in with hydraulic quick connects, and that drives the hydraulics for the actual puller itself. You can see there's a couple hydraulic cylinders along the side rails here. So that black portion in the middle, right here, will slide forward. It's got a set of jaws that will pinch the pipe, and then these hydraulic rams will pull that pipe through. On the other end, back over there, we will have our new line connected onto the old line. So as this guy pulls out, it will pull the new line in as the old line is pulled out. So basically, jaws clamp, pulls out, jaws open, slides forward, jaws clamp, pulls out, jaws open, and then as it spits pipe out the back, we'll cut it off or hand brake it off, however we need to do it. So that's the process. We're closing in on showtime. It's just a matter of finding the pipe going into the house. So hopefully in the next half hour, we'll have that exposed and we'll start pulling pipe. Well, in theory, we're ready to pull some pipe. The beast is alive, but she's got to go through a proper warm-up. We got our man in the hole. It's essentially just going to make sure everything's going smoothly. Controls are here. So he's going to run up there and he's going to go pinch that pipe and then grab it and pull it this way.
I'm not using a pole. Tension on that. Yep.
There's the jaws closing. I think they're waiting for someone on the other end to watch what's going on. The anticipation. Here we go. There she comes.